The most important thing I want to mention is to stay active, because if you're not active, you're basically sending signals to your brain that it's time to die. This is how it looks like from here. So whatever activity you like, whatever you like doing, just get up and do it, no matter if it's like physical or mental. So guys, the first thing I want to mention is meditation. I've been meditating since 97, mostly like every day, half an hour, and meditation has a very great effect when it comes to great anti-aging effect. It really improves your brain abilities. It influences your body. Like if you do it every day on a regular basis, it's really a great way to stay stronger and more healthy long term. And here you just need to do it regularly. It's just the same like with exercising. If you do it on a regular basis, it makes sense. If you do it just a little bit once a month, it doesn't really make sense. So meditation is one thing. And there is so much scientific research on this. You can check it out. It really helps. The next point is I don't really have bad habits anymore. Well, I never smoked. I did social drinking a lot with friends and stuff. And I quit alcohol some years ago, I think when I was around 40. I had a video about it actually on this channel, also why and so on. And about alcohol, I want to say they really lied to us before that it's not so bad and it's not really like if you drink every day but not much, then it will be fine. No, guys, it's a poison. It's the same like with sugar. If you eat one piece of cake per month, then maybe it's no problem, but if you eat a cake every day, it's no good. So they are really lying to us about this, about alcohol. And I think also because of the industry and how much money, it brings. And also maybe some research was lacking too. But nowadays it's obvious it's a poison no matter how much. So, and it goes directly into your brain. It really damages your brain. That's why you feel like not so good after a few drinks. You cannot think clearly. So bad habits like smoking and alcohol. I mean, if you're after 40, just quit it. Okay, maybe once a month, something like that. On an occasion, you can have it, but you cannot really afford more than that. The next is exercising. Exercising, I don't know, I've been exercising basically my whole life too. Basically every day, half an hour. I take care of my body just like I take care of my mind, And the same with meditation. If you meditate every day and with exercise, and it can be any kind of exercise, Key word here, you have to move. Because movement is life. I remember when I was in school, we had this experiment with standing desks. So children didn't have to sit, but they could stand. And I loved it, guys. It was so cool. For 2 years, I was happy to be able to take part in this experiment. And then at some point they said, okay, experiment is over for you, because they wanted to start with children who just start going to school. So experiment was over for me and I had to sit again. And I hate it. It was terrible, After this freedom of moving and standing during the class, it was so cool. It was so great. I felt great. And it's proven now. This experiment is already for a few decades in the school I used to go. And actually my grandpa was the one organizing this experiment. He was the director of the school. Anyway, so movement is the key word here. Whatever you do to move your body, I do just some regular exercises, just a set of exercises. I don't go to gym somehow. traveling a lot and things, I thought I need to do something that I don't have to arrange too many things to do it. Yeah, I need a habit that I don't have to go somewhere to arrange something extra, to look for a gym in the new place and so on. But it could be a gym subscription. It's actually a good thing for those who cannot force themselves, so to say, to do it. The next point is nature. Guys, I love nature. It's actually a great way to do YouTube in the nature because you get the fresh air, you get the movement. So consider that, really. And nature is something that we really need to spend our time with. And it has also very meditative effect. It really relaxes you. You cannot underestimate it. And it's also so great and natural, being in some cities, it's not so natural, for us humans. It's more natural not to be in a box, but to be outside. And this is something we lack a lot. So every time I have the chance, basically we have the chance. You can always go to some park, or you can always go to some place, around the corner where there are trees and stuff. So just go outside. Yeah. This is also important advice if you want to stay fit long term. So when it comes to food, guys, I do a little bit of this intermediate fasting, which in my case, I call it intermediate eating because it's not really fasting. So basically you need to eat in the window, in my case, of 8 hours, which means if you start first meal, for example, at 10, then you have to finish the last meal at 6. Yeah. Or it can be more brunch or lunch, 11, 12, and then you have to finish accordingly, at 7, or 8. And then you can also eat in between, but within this 8-hour window, and then you have 16 hours for your body, to clean itself, to go through all the processes necessary for the body to do. And guys, it's not natural to always eat. We were never created this way to eat all the time, guys. I mean, this is... So give your body the chance, to stay for some period without food. But drink water, you can drink tea or coffee, whatever, in between, no problem. And for me, it's... I like this type, 11, 12, first meal, and then finishing at 7 or 8, the last meal. And so 2 big meals, and in between I would have something like fruit plate during the day, and that's it. And generally I try to eat healthy things. I hardly eat any junk food, it's very rarely on occasion I have a piece of cake somewhere, so I do it from time to time. If they have a party, then I join, but no alcohol, no. But sweets, yes, still sometimes. So again, meditation, exercise, nature, no bad habits, and proper food and not too much. And this intermediate fasting, in my case, really, it's not a fasting because you have a good meal in the first half of the day, and then snack in between, and then a good meal at the end. And there is no time to get hungry. It's not fasting, guys, but it's good for you. But I don't know, it probably doesn't work for everybody. And I never did any extreme options, extreme ways of fasting, once per day or skipping, not eating a few days or something. Never did, and I will probably never do that. Okay, guys, I think that was more or less it. This is my tips, what I do to stay strong and healthy, because I really want to have a quality life so that I can enjoy it in the first place, and I can also, be helpful for others. Because living just for yourself, it's not big enough, It's good to think about others. And even those of you who maybe never thought about it, I'm sure you want to also to share. You know, when you share your life online or in real life, especially in real life, but online too, you benefit the world. Yeah, it depends, of course, how you share and what you share, but you benefit the world. You make it more rich, and you connect to other people. And life is not only about one person; it's about many people. So it makes sense to stay strong, stay healthy, not only for yourself, but for others, for your loved ones that you can care, and they don't have to care for you, you know, all this stuff. So I'm not thinking about how old I should get. I'm thinking more about the quality, not the quantity, like, of years. So let me know in the comments which tips you're already using, which tips do you have, other tips, you know. What do you think about those points that I mentioned, about the way I do it, you know, what do you think? Maybe you have some critical ideas there or anything in addition. So let me know. Stay strong and healthy, guys. Have fun. I would also like to say a few words about my mother. She's in her 70s now, and she's been traveling around the world a lot for the last few decades since it became possible. And I'm very proud of her. I don't know how she's doing it. I will link her Instagram account in the description below so you can check out her adventures and get inspired from it. I just had a very lovely swim. It's getting dark, so I guess it's time to go home. See you guys. All the best.